didn't see it. I was there for a little bit down on the thing. It was okay, but it freaked everybody out. And then they're like, you stay off of everything. You can have permanent ego there. Buying all this stuff. And it took a long while. And then like, you can have all this equipment. I'm like, this is a bad thing. Everything for the most part is quiet.
competition pool is now closed for further warm-ups. The meet will start in 10 minutes. Okay, swimmers, listen up. Few housekeeping items. First of all, wear your mask. You're in the bleachers, wear your mask. You come to the bullpen, wear your mask. If you come to the bullpen without your mask, I'm gonna send you back to go get it. No mask, no swim. When I call your event and heat, report to the bullpen. Do not report directly to the block. This is necessary so that we can maintain appropriate social distancing on the pool deck. Once you swim your race, get out, go past the scorer's table, underneath the scoreboard clock, around the pool, and back to talk to your coaches or return to the bleachers. We only want the people who are swimming their events or in the bullpen down on the pool deck. We don't want a bunch of extra people down. You can't be down on the far end for the warm-up and cool-down lane, but we don't want swimmers just concentrating around the sides of the competition pool. Now, where's this question? Okay, so our first event today is event 42, girls 11 to 1200 yards IM. Can I have each 1, 2, 3, and 4 to report to the pool deck? 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Good morning and welcome back to the Walker Natatorium here at Kirkwood High School. My name is Matt Judkins, and we get set for session number 7 here on the weekend. It is the second last session of this Valentine's Invitational hosted by the Parkway Swim Club. And in this session, it will be the 11 and 12-year-olds. We'll do battle in the pool here in just a few moments. And let me go down that roster of events. It'll alternate girl, boy, starting with the 100-yard IM, followed in behind by the 100-yard freestyle, then the 50 breaststroke, 100-yard backstroke, and finishing things off today will be the 50 butterfly. So that's the list of events that we will go through here this afternoon. Nice note from Beth Stone saying good luck to everyone. Let's go Heat, and happy Valentine's Day. We do want to extend that to everyone
Happy Valentine's Day as well. A lot of shout-outs. You see the message board there. Go ahead and chime in throughout the course of the day. And if you're with us yesterday evening, good note is the announcer's phone is fully charged, so we can do text messaging again if you prefer to give us a shout-out that way. And that is 314-369-3289, same number as yesterday. So that's how we're going to do things today. We want to get those subscribers up. We want to get those likes up. We want to get those shares up. Again, our goal today by the end of the day is get over 750 subscribers. Right now we're at 725. Let's see if we can't do that by the end of this session even. I think we can get 25 more out there. We have gotten shout-outs from all over the world, Northern Ireland, England, this morning alone in the 10 and under session, and right now we'd like to best that. Let's see if we can get 5 international listeners and viewers. As we start things off with this 100-yard IM, we have in the pool right now 5 swimmers. Lane number 2, that is Emma McCourt. She's from Parkway, a 12-year-old. Lane number 3 is Vivi Wolf from Parkway, an 11-year-old. 12-year-old Sydney Tobin in lane number 4 for Parkway. Sarah Hahn in lane number 5, and Madeline Tucker, both from Parkway, both 11 years old. We did get a shout-out during the break from the Tobin family, and they're saying they are watching in wintry, snowy, cold central Missouri, but happy to be able to chime in. Now, this event here is the 100-yard IM. That's the individual medley. They will do one length of the pool in each of the 4 disciplines, starting things off with the butterfly going into the backstroke. Right now, all 5 swimmers are in the breaststroke, and then they will wind things up with the freestyle, as you see McCourt, top of your screen, in lane number 2, going into that freestyle already. When we talk about the top of the screen and bottom of the screen, top of the screen is just as we would describe it. The furthest away towards the top of your screen, that's lane number 1. Lane number 8 is down at the bottom of your screen. First one in will be McCourt with a blazing time of 1:17:31. She comes right out. First time ever swimming this one, and she gets that B time, or double B time, excuse me, for that one. That B time was 1:24:09, 1:18:09 is the double B time, and she achieves that. A couple of more swimmers coming in to this one without a previously recorded time, and they all come in under 1:40. So nice job for all these young ladies getting their first established time. Second place in the heat goes to Tucker in lane 6. Third in the heat in lane 3 to Wolf, rounded out by Hahn and Tobin. Great job for all those young ladies. Tobin had a previously established time of 1:52:08. She drops 14 seconds off her previous best, down to 1:38. Here we go with the next set. This is heat number 2 now. We've got a full slate. 8 swimmers in this one. We've got Shannon Higgins in lane number 1, followed by Lily Hellwig in lane number 2, and Sophie Bain, in lane number 3. All 11-year-olds from Parkway. It's Natalie Bola. She's a 12-year-old from Rockwood in lane 4. Avery Anthony. She is an 11-year-old from Rockwood, with Noah Brooks in lane 6 from Parkway, and then Madeline Massaro and Maya Vandenberg in lane number 11. A couple more shout-outs. Let's go Emma. Let's go Rockwood. So congratulations to all of them. We are just about halfway through this one. As they're in the backstroke now, they'll switch and they'll go over to the breaststroke. If you've been with us and watched throughout the course of the weekend, you know in this individual medley, a lot of times this is the difference maker stroke in this one. It's the breaststroke. A lot of youngsters still trying to develop that technique. And then once they develop the technique, how do you go fast within the discipline? And right now, 2 swimmers have separated themselves slightly here in this particular heat. It's Massaro in lane number 1. Lane number 7, in first place. And then Bain in lane number 3. Those 2 front running here in this one. Previous best time in this heat, 1:39:40. That was from Natalie Bola in lane 4. Both of these youngsters just around that 1:45 mark. And they're looking to get underneath again that 1:24:09. That is the B time. Won't quite get it here in this one, but they are very fast all the way down to the wall. First one in lane number 3 will be Sophie Bain. She came in with a 1:42:01. She'll shatter that, coming in at 1:28:76. So a great drop for her of almost 14 seconds. Second in the heat was Massaro, followed in behind in lane number 5 by Anthony. Then Bola, Brooks, Hellwig, Vanderberg, and rounding things out is Higgins. So great job for all those young ladies. Some of them with some significant drops and some of them right on their time. So nice job to that crew. Got a shout out, Clark Kiley and Max Montgomery from Uncle Josh. All right, here we go. Heat number 3. No one in lane number 1. Lane number 2 is Rianne Weinke. Claire Luna in lane number 3. Sally Nolan in lane number 4. Liliana Calix in lane number 5. Quinn Porter in lane number 6. Natalie Grither in lane number 7. And Gladra Span in lane number 6. All Parkway swimmers with the exception of Weinke and Span. They are Rockwood swimmers. They're in 2 and 8. First one to the wall in a very blazing split of 35-51. In lane number 3 is Claire Luna. Claire's previous time was 1:35.65. Shout out to Noah Brooks. That's Uncle Jesse. Again, we mentioned him a moment ago. Amy Luna says, go Claire Luna. Baby Charlie is cheering for you. Way to go. Glad you're joining us today, Charlie. Let's go, Sally. You got this. That's from your sister, Nora. And please say, go Rockwood. This dude can do it anytime, Megan, so thanks for the shout out there. Aunt Joe says, way to go to Noah. First one into the wall, blazing time. Again, will be Claire Luna, 1:20.44. That's just off the double B time, but is a B time for her. So nice job to Claire as she gets the time cut here today. Second place in the heat, 1:29.23 goes to Weinke. Nice job for her. Lane number 5 is Calix. She comes in at 1:31. She's 2 seconds off her previous best time, so good job on the drop by her. Then Porter and Ginther, followed by Nolan and Span. Nice job to all those young ladies there in heat number 3. We got heat number 4 of 9. As Becky Markham says, go Ella, let's go Morgan. That's from Nancy Orguero. Go Shay, that's from Mo Sek. Coach Mo Sek out there watching today. Good to hear from you, Mo. Former coaching partner. We coach our young daughters in soccer, and he still is carrying that torch. We'll lead this down. It's a Didi Deo in lane number 1. Nyla Swaminathan in lane number 2. Kate Morgan in 3. Campbell McCool in 4. Claire Petrie's in 5. Shay Sek, we mentioned her a moment ago, in lane 6. Ellie Mohan in lane 7. And Ella Markham, she got the shout out as well in lane number 8. Right now it's Morgan in lane number 3. She has distanced herself a little bit from the rest of the swimmers. Swim fast, Sid shot. Emma McCool gets a shout out from Jenny O'Loughlin. Get a nice shout out from Mike Ridings. Mike, good to hear from you. We'll see the Riding sisters later today. High quality elite swimmers for the Parkway program. First one in right now is Morgan, as she goes into the freestyle. She's halfway home here on this last 25. Again, 1:18.09 is the double B. She's going to be just off of that. She'll easily have that B time, though. She's going to drop significantly, though, from her previous time of over 10 seconds, 1:20.36. That'll be the second fastest time so far here this morning. So nice job for Morgan. Second place in the heat at 1:26.31 goes to McCool. Nice job for Campbell as she drops 2 seconds. Third, fourth, and fifth in the heat, respectively, are Markham, Mohan, and Sheck, all with great times and some drops there. And rounding things out are Petrie with just a slight little difference in her time. Swaminathan and Dio. So good job to those young ladies. We go to number 5 now. Let's go Alexi and Mia. That's from Beth Stone. Let's go Heat. Go Victoria. Love Mom. And say hi to Jackie out there. Glad you're listening today and watching. It's Elise Burgess in lane number 1. Margaret Mendoza in lane 2. Sydney Schott in lane 3. Alexi Stone in lane 4. Brenna Vogler in lane 5. Gabby Gastrich in lane 6. Phoebe Alcott in lane 7. And Mia Moore in lane number 8. So that's how we round things out here. First one to the wall there off the backstroke was Mendoza. So Margaret hits the wall. Good split for her in under 37 seconds. So she's just a little bit ahead of everyone else as they go into the breaststroke. Down here in lane number 8 right now, it's Mia Moore from Heat. She's closing that gap. In fact, she may pass up Mendoza, and she will before they touch the wall. They're just even with each other. It's going to come right down to this freestyle stroke. They both touch, flip, and go back the other way. I'm telling you, those shout-outs, folks, you give them on the air here, you send me a text message, that channels energy for these youngsters. Right now, bottom of your screen, it's Mia Moore. And top of your screen, it's Mendoza in lanes 8 and 2, respectively, and it will be Moore in lane number 8. She comes in first in the heat, 1:17.87. That'll be your double B cut. Good job for her, 1:17.87, and she drops 11 seconds almost off her previous best. Also at 1:18.20, just off of that double B time by 11/10 of a second for Margaret Mendoza. Nice job for her as she comes in very strong as well. She gets the B cut. We'll give you the rundown here. Lane number 5 was Vogler, followed in behind her in 4 by Stone. Then Gastrich in 6, Schott in 3, Bruges in lane number 1, and Alcott in lane number 7. Nice job to all of those young ladies. Some more B times being achieved within that group also underneath that 1:24.09. Way to go, Maya. Personal best was from Michelle P. Go, Gabby. That's from Ann Gastrich. And let's go, Lexi from Jennifer Moore. All right, here we go now. Heat number 6. Ellie Bernert in lane number 1. She's from Rockwood. It's the 12-year-old. Morgan Parkerson in lane 2 from Heat. Addie Fisher's in lane number 3 from Parkway. Heat's Lucy LaFiore. Hopefully I pronounced that correct again. I got that wrong a couple times yesterday. She's in lane 4. Anaya Sethi in lane number 5. Gabby Mangan in lane number 6. Gracie McLeod in 7. And Victoria Nohall, her mom Jackie just gave a shout out a moment ago, is in lane number 8. First one to the wall in this one in lane 4 is LaFiore, followed by Sethi and Fisher. All three of those swimmers very fast, and we saw LaFiore and Sethi go low yesterday in a number of events. A couple more shout outs. Go Jenna Ridings from Uncle Jimmy and Aunt Cindy. She'll be coming up here in just a moment. We're rooting you on. That's Christopher Nelson. Lots of emojis and lots of claps on the text line. Go Lucy and Morgan as well. So here we go now, middle of the pool, lane number 4. This is LaFiore. Her previous best time was a 1:23.40. She's going to go well under that. She's looking to get that double B time at 1:18.09. First one into the wall will be LaFiore. Hits the top of the wall, and she comes in at 1:17.89. So nice job for her. She does get that double B time. And that'll be the third fastest here so far of the morning. Just in behind Moore and McCourt. So nice job to LaFiore. Let's run this down here real quick. Lane number 5 was Sethi, followed in behind in lane number 1 by Bernert, followed by Fisher, Mangan, McLeod, Parkerson, and then Victoria Nolhoff, all with great times and some drops for the most part, or right near their previous best. No swimmer in lane number 2, but in lane number 1 is Aditi Roy. She is from Rockwood. Ellen Fu is in lane number 3. Isla Sattler is in lane number 4. Paige Blom is in lane number 5. Layla Herzl is in lane number 6. Vika Anderson is in lane number 7. And Reagan Poggio in lane number 8. Right now, middle of the pool in lane number 5 is Blom. She was very fast yesterday, as were Sattler and Herzl. All these young ladies were fast yesterday when they swam. So it will be Blom, first one to the wall, 34.33. Nice speed for her. She wants to go under 1:20 if she can. 1:18.09, that is the double B cut. We've had 3 achieve that double B cut so far here this morning. This breaststroke can be a difference maker stroke. And right now, middle of the pool in lanes 3 through 6, they are the 4 swimmers competing for that first place prize here in the heat. Right now, a little bit ahead of everyone in lanes 6 and 5 are Herzl and Blom. Let's see who's going to be the first one to touch the wall. It will be Herzl in lane number 6. Good split for her, and let's see what her final time is going to be. 1:15.63. Well into that double B time, so nice job for her. 1:15.91, 1:16.92, and 1:17.99, all under that cut. Again, that goes Herzl, Blom, Sattler, and Anderson, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm sorry, it's Blom, Sattler, Fu, Herzl. So maybe I got that wrong. I was counting the lanes wrong. So my apologies, folks. A bad description by the announcer, Roy and Aditi. But a number of BB times achieved there in that one. So congratulations to those young ladies. And my apologies again by miscounting the lanes. It'll be easier for me with this one because no one's vacated the lane. In this one, it'll be Reagan Winkler in lane number 1 from Rockwood. Parkway's Natalie Gronberg in lane number 2. Addison Pfeiffer in lane 3. Cecilia Hoganson in 4. Amelia Martin in 5. Elise Hamlin in 6. Paige Samuelson in 7. And Anna Locke in 8. Go Natalie Gronberg. A nice shout out there. Let's go, Paige. You got this. Go Anna from Megan Locke. Way to go, Morgan. Lexi. Let's go, Reagan. Power up, Amelia. Love you from Mom and Coach. Light them up, Addie. So good shout-outs coming across the way. Let's go, Morgan Parkerson. Love Aunt Nancy. Getting a little behind there as we're trying to get the action in as well. Coming down to the final stretch here as we go into the freestyle. This time it is lane number 5, a little bit ahead of everyone else. That is Amelia Martin. Martin coming down to it. She'll be the first one to touch the wall, and will she get that A time? 1:12:09 is the time to beat, and she will be 1:10:69 for her personal best. That gives her the A time, the first A time recorded here today. In behind in second place at 1:12:07. Also with the A time is in lane number 3, Addison Pfeiffer. She gets it by .02, just in behind them. At 1:12:26, and lane 6 was Hamlink, followed in behind by Hoganson, then Samuelson, Winkler, Gronberg, and Locke. All great times for all those young ladies and all of them getting a cut. All right, here we go with the final heat. Lana Bingaman, she's in lane 1. Jenna Riding, she got the shout-outs earlier. She's in lane number 2. Sierra Graham, her father down on the deck officiating as well. It's very fast in this event. She's in lane 12. Sydney Scheck, who has been blazing all weekend, and right now she's a body length ahead of everyone else. She's in lane number 4 from Rockwood. Hannibal's Olivia Johnson is in lane number 5. Sydney Schultz is in lane 6. Georgia Samet is in 7, and Peyton Robick down in lane number 8. Peyton, of course, was cheering her younger brother Parker on all morning long. Now it's her turn to compete. So nice to see that. And we've seen her mom and dad out timing all weekend as well. Great to see them. They contribute tremendously to the Parkway program. Right now, though, it's Scheck. Scheck 103 even on her previous best time. And that, folks, for those of you who don't know, that is a quadruple A time, and she's looking to beat that right now. She may go well under that right now. She could go under a minute. If she can get into the wall, she will beat her previous best time. She gets into the wall just over a minute. What a time by Scheck. What a blazing time. 1 minute .90. So she drops almost, over 2 seconds on that one. Great job for her. Coming in second in the heat at 105.61 with a triple A time in this one. In lane number 5 was Johnson, so she gets her triple A time. Great job to young Olivia from Hannibal. Third place in the heat at 108.41. Solid double A time there in lane number 7 for Samet as she gets that double A time. She had not yet previously gotten that cut. Fourth place in lane number 3, Sierra Graham, and Graham at 109, all just off of that double A cut. Rounding things out are Bingaman, Ridings, Schultz, and Robick. So nice job to all of those young ladies. Great times. Great to see these elite swimmers. And again, you just saw your first quadruple A of the morning, and that's turned in by Sydney Scheck. She has been fast all weekend long, folks, and that time she turned in a tremendous performance in that 100-yard IM. Well, that's an all-around good swimmer. All those young ladies are. They're able to get those cuts under that BB time, most of them in that A time range, and they did a great job, if not the double A, triple A, and then your quadruple A. And some people say, well, explain to me, I'm a new swim parent, what does that stuff mean? Well, certain swim meets require a level of time in order to be invited. And as you get into the more competitive ranks, things like a AAA, that gets you to the age group zone meet. Coming up still in the spring, you'll have the ISCA or the NSCA. Those types of meets are more national meets. Those require cuts. So when you get the A's, the double A's, the triple A's, and the quadruple A's, those get you into some of those meets sometimes. Typically this time of the year, there would be the age group championships. that requires a double B cut. So that's the importance of all of those. A couple more shout-outs we want to give here. Go Sierra, Jenna, and Peyton. That's from Ryan Matheny. Strong to the wall, Amelia. She did great. Mike Bainey, I hope I pronounced your name right. Like the comments. Appreciate all the humor as well. First one into the wall here. This is a three-person heat. Nick Gallo in lane 3, Hunter Meek in lane 4, and Howard Kin in lane number 5. No previously recorded time, but 1:46.91 was the first one in on that one in lane number 5 by Kin. So a nice establishment. 1:20.59 here is the boys' cut for the B. So I hope that explanation helped with everybody. Floor Fish swimming team for Parkway and Heat. Shout out to Emma McCourt, Lucy LaFioria, Mia Moore, Morgan Parkerson, and Lexi Stone. Great swimming, ladies. That's from Genoa Olson. Way to go, Sydney Schultz. Go Sierra. Sierra did well. Let's go Matthew Pinnell. Strong swim, mom and dad. We'll be up here in just this heat here. So we got Wayne DeKinder in lane 1, Kyle Steffen in lane 2, Neil Saraconda in lane number 3, Dryden Finley in 4, Matthew Pinnell in lane number 5. Got that shout out a moment ago. Jackson Matthews in lane 6, Michael Purcell in 7th, and then George Martin in lane 8. The 3 swimmers in the middle of the pool, lanes 3 through 5, have a previous time. The other 5 do not. So Saraconda, Finley, and Pinnell, trying to beat their previous best time. Let's go Peyton. Love Grandma and Grandpa. That was from the previous with the girls. I'm catching up on the text messages right now. Go Matthew. That's from Bentley. Text message is open, 314-369-3289. You can also chime right in on the message board. Importantly as well, let's get those likes, shares, and subscribes up. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. It'll pop up right there when you guys are ready to watch those Parkway meets. And, of course, Kevin Girth gives up his entire weekend to bring you these meets. He's the man behind the controls. He's got you that cool camera angle on the bottom of the pool. That's all his ingenuity. And right now, he has helped bring in the parents a little bit closer. Coming in first in this heat right now, Purcell in lane number 7, 1:27.87 for him, just off of that B time. But nice job for his first establishment, 1:20.83, excuse me. Yeah, that's a little bit off there on the scoreboard. So we'll have to make do. Lane number 4 was second with Finley. Finley coming in at 1:31.75, so he drops significant time as we all round things out here with Stefan DeKinder, Matthews, Pinnell, Saraconda, and Martin. So nice job of those youngsters. Heat number 3 of 5. We've got 8 swimmers in this one. It's Meehan Marshall in lane number 1. Got a shout out a moment ago. Noah Girth. That's my partner's young son, and he's been with us a lot of the weekend, figuring out all the technology, and he's going strong right now in lane number 2. 1:33.39 is his previous best time. George Keski is in lane number 3. Adam Kress is in 4. Samuel Durnall, he was extremely fast yesterday. He's right back at it today, the 12-year-old from Rockwood in 5. Andy Swain in lane number 6. Charles Steeb in lane 7. And Tiernan Miller in lane number 8, the 11-year-old from Rockwood. Right now, middle of the pool in the backstroke, it is Durnall. We talked about him yesterday. He wears that gold cap for the Rockwood program. Again, a lot of these youngsters in this event are trying to figure it out. How do you go from one stroke to the other? How do I do it without misstroking? And, of course, then you've got to make all the strokes properly. So you see the officials in the white shirts, in the khakis around the edge of the pool. It almost seems like maybe there's some more officials there for this event for these youngsters. Well, part of what they're doing also is evaluating the strokes. They'll give that information back to the coaches should an infraction happen, and then the coaches take that and they'll coach these youngsters up. All right, a couple more now. Let's swim fast, CJ. Go Andy and Connor D. Swim fast, boys. Go George. Go Noah. Go Meehan Marshall, CJ. Let's go. Fluorescent Fish. Right down to the wall, though. Blazing fast time here. Look, will he get that cut of 1:20.59 in lane number 5? 1:22.61. So he's just off it, but Darnell post the fastest time here of the morning thus far for the young men. Second place in that heat coming in at lane number 1 is Meehan Marshall, followed in behind him at 1:30.26 in lane number 4 by Cress, Steve, and Swain. Then it is Noah Girth in lane number 2, just off his previous best time, and Tiernan Miller, in lane number 8. Nice job to those young men. A few drops there in that heat. That's what those youngsters want to achieve. They want to be a little bit faster than their previous time or be right around it as they continue to work on the stroke and the technique. Heat number 4 here of this 5-heat 100-yard IM. Dane Talent is in lane number 1. Tommy Fichter's in lane number 2 from Parkway. Patrick Becker in lane 3. Colby Robick in lane number 4. Again, his younger brother Parker this morning, and then his sister Peyton just a few heats ago. Nick Lang is in lane number 5. Anderson Taki in lane number 6. Andrew Bain is in 7, and Taylor Altrogi from Parkway in lane number 8. A lot of fast swimmers here in this one. Now they're going to switch over to the breaststroke. Robick in lane number 4. He's good at all 4 disciplines right now, and you see him showing his quality right now as he stretches it out during the breaststroke. Sometimes the breaststroke can be the difference maker, and swimmers tend to lag off a little bit. But young Colby right now with a 1:23.44 coming into this one would love to get in that double B at a 1:14.99. Right now he's got an excellent opportunity to get it. 15 seconds to get back to the other side of the pool. Actually, he's got 19 seconds to get back to the other side of the pool. The announcer can't count very well. They're going to take my card away as they mentioned earlier, but he's going to come well under that. He's got an outside chance of getting that A time. Young Colby into the wall. Is he going to get the A time? His father down there timing in the heat. What did he do? 1:10.75. Well, that's a solid double B time. He dropped significantly. 13 seconds for young Colby, and he does excellent as he comes to the wall just off of that A time. Well, you can bet mom and dad, you can bet coaches, they'll be right there next time around. Second place in the heat down in lane number 8 was Altrogi as he is just off the B time. We'll round things out here. Fichter and Talent in lane 2 and 3, 3rd and 4th. 5th place in lane 5 was Lang. 6th place in lane number 3 is Becker, followed in behind by Taki and Bain. Nice job to those young men. Great swim there by Colby Robick. Came right down to it, and you can bet he'll be going after that A time, just a little over a second off next time. All right, heat number 5. A couple of Parkway swimmers starting off in lanes 1 and 2. That's Clark Montgomery and Elliott Sapp. Gio Bucci, lane number 3. Want to say hi to his parents. They were chiming in all morning long, and we thank them for watching. Alex Adkins in lane number 4. Connor Dunker in lane number 5. Silas Bextermuller in lane 6. Charlie Schaefer's in 7. And Riley Lewis rounding things out in lane number 8. Middle of the pool right now. It is Adkins slightly ahead of Bucci and Dunker. All right, let's go Gio. That's from his grandparents as well. Well, we had people chiming in from Italy yesterday. Let's go Gio. That's from Mom, loving you, Francesca. Go Andrew from Cole. Let's go Anderson. Snap those legs, Dane. Go Colby. We got a lot of shout-outs. Let's go Dane all the way up and down. Go Sapp. That's from Ryan Matheny. A couple more on the text line we want to bring you here right quick. So proud of Lexi from Mom and Pop. Let's go Colby from Grandma and Grandpa. Go Riley, go. Turn up the heat. And let's go Clark. Into the wall now. We got a close one. First one to the wall here, just out touching. Lane number 5 is Dunker. He came in at 109.69. He comes out at 106.20 and a 106.28 as well for Adkins right next to him. Both of those two with nice drops in theirs, and that will give them, did they get the cut? Just missing it by 0.01 for the double A, but both solid A's. Dunker just misses it by 0.01. He out-touches Adkins at the wall. Third place in the heat comes to Bucci at 111, just off of the A time, but a solid double B time for him as he drops also in that heat. Fourth place up in the top of your screen was Clark Montgomery at 112. He drops 10 seconds off of his previous best. It was Lewis and Schaefer also with significant drops from their previous, followed in behind by Sapp, who drops a second, and then Bextermuller just slightly off his previous best time. Way to go to all those young men. All of them have at least a B cut, a couple of A's and a couple of double B's. All right, 100-yard freestyle. Now we get faster. Imagine that last event, but it's 4 lengths of the pool doing what they did in that last 25. Go Elliott and Clark. That was Deborah Strom. Goal from Cole. They got a little shamrock emoji in there. Those emojis help, folks. We saw those shamrocks propel a couple of swimmers yesterday to winning their heat. 4 lengths of the pool now on this 100-yard freestyle. We will have 9 heats of this one. And in this first one, it's Natalie Bola in lane 1, Sarah Hahn in lane number 2. Those 2 swimmers without a previously established time. Ellie Mohan and Maya Vandenberg in lane number 2 do have times. We'll give you those in a minute. Emma McCourt was very fast earlier, and she's very fast right now in lane number 6. She's about a half a pool ahead of everyone else. Vivi Wolf in lane number 7. 136.77 from Mohan and 147.14 from Vandenberg. Those are your previously established times. They'd all want to go under that. A 113.59. That is your B time. The double B is 108.29. A shot at that double B time, and will she get it? She did it earlier in the first event, and 107.66. She gets that double B time. Emma McCourt, nice job. Well, we like to see these youngsters achieve a whole lot. We like to see them improved. And McCourt right now, she comes into the pool, no previously established times, and she jumps in with double Bs right off the bat. Second place at 122.40. Bottom of your screen was Vivi Wolf. Then third was Mohan, followed by Bola and Hahn. Rounding things out was Vandenberg in lane number 5, and she drops 16 seconds from her previous best. 13-second drop for Mohan. Great job to those young ladies. Seven swimmers competing here now in heat number 2. It's Shannon Higgins in lane number 1, Gladra Spann in lane number 2, Noah Brooks in lane number 3, Madeline Massaro in 4. Lane 5 is vacated. Claire Petrie is in 6, Lily Helwig in 7, Sydney Tobin in lane number 8. We got a lot of shout-outs from them, and we just got one. Love Darcy and Isabel for Sydney. Watching my granddaughters from Findlay, Ohio. Great to hear from Karen Alcott. Thank you. We miss you, Emma. You're amazing. That's Beth Stone. Let's go, Claire Petrie. We knew we'd get some shout-outs from the Petries. They were shouting out for Claire all day yesterday. Get after it, Noah. That's from Dad on the text line. We're through halfway here. First one in, lane number 6 is Abby Mangan. Or excuse me, is Claire Petrie. So Claire, that shout-out helps. Finish strong, Cecilia. So Claire will be first one to the wall, coming back on this last 25. She swam yesterday, did Claire Petrie, and some very fast times for her. That 113.59, that is the B cut. She's going to be just off of that, but she's going to drop significantly from her previous best of 131.24. And that's what you want to look for with these youngsters. Are they improving each and every time out? Are they competing? And young Claire Petrie does. She drops almost 13 seconds coming in this one in 1:18.97. Good job for her. Second place in the heat, 1:23.79 with a drop. Is Massaro, followed by Brooks, and then Spann, all with drops from their previous best times. Rounding things out, Tobin, Helwig, and in lane number 1, Higgins. Great job to all those young ladies dropping time in that heat. All right, Gigi Benedettini, she's in lane number 1. She was fast yesterday. Sophie Bain in lane number 2. Sydney Schott is in lane number 3 with Mia Moore in 4. Rianne Weinke in lane 5. Sally Nolan in 6. Willa Shank in lane number 7. And Avery Anthony in lane number 8. Shanks give us a lot of shout-outs over the course of the weekend, watching from all over the country, including Grandma in Florida. First one to the wall in lane number 4 is Mia Moore. She's from heat. Previous best time, 122.74. All the other swimmers just about even, with the exception of Avery Anthony. She's slightly ahead of everyone else for second place in lane number 8. So that'll be competitive coming right down to it. It's always fun to watch these swimmers push each other as they start to head to that last 15 or so yards. Go Gigi. Let's go Belle. Let's go Sally from your sister Nora. Let's go Mia. Big strong muscle emoji on that one. Turning to go back the other way is Mia Moore. Well, she's channeling that muscle right now. The 12-year-old from Heaton in the middle of the pool, 113.59. That is the time to get that B cut. Let's see if she can do it. In fact, she might get that 108.29. She's going to be just off of that, but she will get that double, or she'll get that single B. Nice job for Mia Moore. That muscle emoji helped. 109.90 for her. as she drops almost 13 seconds. Second place in the heat, bottom of your screen, 1:15.70, just off of that B time. Let's round things out. Lane number 1 was Benedettini, followed by Schott and Moore. Then it was Weinke, Nolan, and Shank. And rounding things out was Bain. So great job, all those youngsters. Great drops there in that heat. I believe everybody dropped some time. And you know that's a great heat. It's a competitive heat when you see that happening. All right, heat number 4 of 9. Shea Seck will be in lane number 1. Elise Brugis will be in lane number 2. Eileen Calix will be in lane 3. Aditi Deo in lane 4. Victoria Nolhoff in 5. Kate Morgan in 6. Nyla Swaminathan in lane number 7, and Quinn Porter in lane number 8. Full slate here. First one, it is Kate Morgan. She was fast earlier, and now she continues to blaze away. Previous best time in this heat was at Deo at 1:19.75 in lane 4. She's in second place in the heat right now. But blazing away is Morgan in lane number 6. She'll be the first one to touch here at the halfway point. 34-34, tremendous split for her. She keeps up that type of pace, she'll get that double B time of 1:08.29. Second place now, again, lane number 4 and lane number 1. That's second lane number 1 and Deo in lane number 4. This is an all Parkway heat, mixtures of 11 and 12-year-olds. 1:13.59 is the B cut. 1:08.29, that's the double B cut. Well, Morgan will get underneath that B level. She comes in at 1:12.06, so nice job for Kate Morgan. She gets the B cut. In behind her, lane number 2, I think we had a soft touch by Seck as she was in pretty early and then touched it late, but lane number 3 was Calix, followed in behind by Brugis, Nolhoff, Deo, Swaminathan, and Porter. Good job to all those young ladies. Some good drops there on those times across the board. Heat number 5 of 9. Madeline Tucker's in lane 1. Ella Markham in 2. Campbell McCool's in lane 3. Alexi Stone in 4. Ellie Bernert in lane number 5. Abby Mangan in lane number 6. Bryn Vogler in lane number 7. And Phoebe Alcott in lane number 6. And Gladys Alcott said, "Let's go, Phoebe." Catch up on the text line here. Grandparents in Jeff City saying Sydney Tobin, go Sydney. Giving a shout out to her. Let's go Willa again. Grandma's in Florida. She wants to give a shout out. And Papa. Let's go Lexi from Meemaw and Papa. Middle of the pool now. Lane number 4 is Alexi Stone, the 11-year-old from Heat. He's about a body length ahead of the next two. That's Bernert and Vogler. Again, looking to go under 113 for the B, 108.29 for the A cut. Or excuse me, the double B cut. Let's see what she did. She get that double B cut. 108.79, just off of it, but a great swim there by Stone as she dropped significant time, 8 seconds off her previous best, and she gets that B cut. So way to go. You just want to move up the chart each and every time if you can. Second place also with the B cut from Bernert, followed in behind by Vogler, then Mangan. Top of your screen was Tucker, then Markham. Chipping in was McCool and Alcott. So a lot of B times in that particular event. 8 more swimmers jump in now. In heat number 6, it's Paige Samuelson in lane 1, Claire Luna in lane 2, Addie Fisher in 3, Aditi Roy in number 4, Morgan Parkerson in lane 5, Natalie Gronberg in lane 6, Lindsay Wong in lane 6, and Allison Moffitt in lane number 8. Let's go, Allison Moffitt. Swim hard. Let's go, Lexi. Some more. Yay, Lexi. Excellent job, Bryn. And go, Aditi, and also go, Allison. And go, Leela Pye as well. Go, Ella. All kinds of shout-outs, folks. We love to hear these. Swimmers like to go back and watch and say, hey, Mom, how come you didn't text something in? Hey, Uncle Jimmy, How come I didn't hear from you when you were watching? Top of your screen now, very fast, is Paige Samuelson. She came in with a 113.50. That was a B cut. Everybody in this heat, with the exception of Moffitt, had a B cut, and right now she looks to go under that. She's going to probably achieve it here. First one into the wall, very fast time. That'll be a double B cut, at least, for Samuelson, and she's just off the A cut, 104.72. That'll be our fastest time recorded so far here. And that is a double B cut. So a number of double B cuts. Everybody in that heat either had the B already or they just achieved it. So congratulations to them. All kinds of cuts across the board. Also getting a double B cut in lane number 4 on that one was Aditi. She gets the double B and achieves the cut. Coming in third in the heat was Gronberg, followed by Wong, then Fisher and Luna. Moffitt rounding things out. And the rest of the crew. Okay, nobody in this lane number 3 for this heat, excuse me. Santa Locke in lane number 1, Paige Blom in lane number 2, Vika Anderson in lane 6, Isla Sattler in lane number 5, Kennedy Johnson in lane number 6, and Anya Sethi in lane number 7. She was fast earlier. Reagan Poggio in lane number 8. Number of swimmers, any one of these swimmers could take the heat, of course. All of them already with that B time. A number of them with that double B time. Some of them going for the A time right now. Right now, lane number 5, fastest swimmer in the pool. That is Sattler, followed right in behind her by a couple of swimmers in lanes 2, 3, and 5. That's Blom, Anderson, and Johnson. Also up in lane number 1, very fast is Locke. Coming on strong is Danny Hume. But right in the middle of the pool right now, lane number 5, it is Sattler, and looks like she's going to be the first one to the wall, followed in behind her by Paige Blom in lane number 2. Sattler comes in, good split for her of 34.56 on that last 50 and 105.58 for Sattler as she gets the double B time. So she drops a little bit more and comes in second fastest time here this morning thus far. Also getting the B time in that one in lane number 2 was Blom. In fact, all swimmers in that heat were under the B cut, with the exception in lane number 8 of Poggio, but she does improve slightly on her time. So BB cuts all the way across the board and a B cut for Poggio. Now we get faster as we go. Jessa Lee, top of your screen, you see that bright orange strap on the back of her swimsuit. She'll be the first one to touch the wall. She's in lane number 1. She was really strong last night in that mile time trial they did at the end of the day. Arana Kiewit in lane number 2. It's Reagan Winkler in 3, Amelia Martin in 4, Leah DeBosch is in lane number 5, Addison Pfeiffer's in 6, Danny Hume in 7, and it's Lucy LaFiore in lane number 8, who was really fast earlier. Right now it's Hume in lane number 7. I think she said, I mispronounced earlier. I said she was in the previous heat. It was actually Sethi in lane number 7, so my apologies. But right now, Danny Hume, the Parkway 12-year-old at 106.37 coming in. She's looking to go under 103.09 to see if she can't get that A cut. Right now, she's on pace to do that. May even get a double A cut at 1 minute, 0.49. Can she get there? A whole group of swimmers right in behind for second place as well. We've got a battle to the wall. Who's going to be the first one in? And, of course, the first one in on this one will be Hume, and her time will be 102.02. She's got the A time, so nice job for young Danny. Fast heat in that one as all the youngsters have under the double B time. Everybody dropping across the board in that heat, so great job to those youngsters. Several more coming in second place in the heat was DeBosch in lane number 5 at 103, so she drops almost 2 seconds. Third place in the heat was Martin, followed in behind her by Lee, and then rounding things out were LaFiore, Pfeiffer, Martin, and Winkler Hewitt. All right, last heat here. This one's going to go really quick, folks. 2 fastest time coming into this one are 57.77 and 59.09. Those are AAA and AA times, respectively, for Sydney Matheny and Ella Wolf in the middle of the pool. They've been very fast all weekend. These 2 young ladies compete against each other, and, of course, they're going to be zone teammates when we come back to the end of the summer. Both elite swimmers, of course. It's Sophia Schmidt in lane number 1, Elise Hamlick in 2, Olivia Johnson in lane number 3. We mentioned Matheny and Wolf in 4 and 5. Sydney Schultz in lane number 6, and Riley Parisi is in lane number 7. It's Cecilia Hoganson. She got a shout out a moment ago in lane number 8. So here we go, folks. This one's going to come right down to it. Ben Hoganson just gave that shout out a minute ago for Cecilia. Here we come, right down to it, and it's Matheny in lane number 4, followed closely in behind by Wolf. Two very elite, fast swimmers trying to get their personal best. First one into the wall. Let's see what that time is going to be for Sydney Matheny. 57:01 for young Sydney, and she does get her personal best. Not quite to that quadruple A, but she'll stay at that triple A time frame, 57:01. Ella Wolf coming in at 57:85, and she will drop, and she will just miss that triple A by .06, but you guess what? She'll be there the next time around. Great time for her as well, as she was just off of it in 57:85, 59:45. Great time as well by Olivia Johnson. That gets her squarely into that double A also. So nice job across the board. Great achievements for all those youngsters, everybody with at least a BB time. Great achievements getting those A times and triple A's, and Sydney Matheny with that triple A time coming right down to it. A couple more shout outs to Celia from Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad. They got that on the text line. Having great fun bringing it to you. Sierra Graham said go Sydney as well. A lot of people cheering for Sydney. Of course, we've had shout outs from her parents all weekend long. They are Parkway parents. Her older brother Tyler also competing at a high level for Parkway as well. All right, now we move on to the boys. We're getting through this session fast, folks. Feel like I'm in a sprint in the pool right now myself. The amount of sweat equals pounds dropped, so I'm not bothered by it in the least little bit. 7 swimmers here in this particular heat. They'll range in varying degrees of speed. We've got 3 of them who have not had a previous recorded time. The first of those 2 are Wayne DeKinder and Kyle Steffen in lane number 1 and 2. It's Howard Kinn in lane number 3, George Martin in 4, Meehan Marshall in lane 5, Neil Saraconda in lane number 6, and then Hunter Meek, also without a previously recorded time, in lane number 7. First one in the heat right now, blazing away in lane number 5 is Meehan Marshall. He came in with a 1:33.68. He's going to shatter that, folks. Great job by this young man. He's going to come in right around 1:20. In fact, his time is going to be 1:21.03. So nice job by young Meehan Marshall. He drops 13 seconds off his previous best. We're looking at drops across the board. Second place in the heat, lane number 2 was Steffen, followed by Martin. Nice drop for Martin in his event of 4 seconds. That's an established first time for Steffen. Kinn comes in and he's right on his time. Lane number 3, followed closely in behind by Hunter Meek. And as we round things out, it'll be DeKinder and Saraconda. Nice job to those young men. Great job establishing those time and getting a couple of drops. We've got 3 more heats.
Let's go, Noah!
You hear that shout out from my partner, Kevin Girth. His young son, Noah, will be in lane number 2 here in this one. He comes in with a 1:25.25. Next to him in lane number 1 is Jackson Matthews at the top of your screen. On the other side of him is Andy Swain in lane number 3. Both of those swimmers are 12 years old, and they're from Rockwood. George Kiske is in lane number 4 from Parkway, and his 2 teammates are Andrew Bain and Dryden Finley in lanes number 5 and 6. They're also 11 years old with him. Charles Steeb, 12-year-old from Heat in lane number 7, and Tiernan Miller in lane number 8 from Rockwood. Middle of your pool right now, and it's Dryden Finley in lane number 6. He'll take the first 25 as he touches the wall on the flip turn. Let's go, Noah. Let's go, CJ from Aiden Eastman with a whoop, whoop. Bring the heat. That's Beth Stone. You know she's going to do it when her folks are out there. George Kissy giving a shout out. Casey, bring it home. Go, CJ. Go, Noah from Mason Mollering. First split to the wall in lane number 6, continuing to hold that lead is Finley. Swim fast, Riley. That's for Mom and Dad. Let's go, Riley, from your little sis, Vivi. So we're a little behind sometimes on the texting. Finley continually leads this one about 3 body lengths ahead of everyone else. He's halfway down on this final 25. Again, his previous best time of 1:24.35. He should be well under that. You want to know what the cut is. It's a 1:10.99. That is your cut for the B time. And let's see where he comes in at 1:13.76. So nice job by Dryden Finley as he dropped significant time. Now 11 seconds, just short of 11 seconds off of his previous best. Second place in the heat at 1:18.91 and a drop of 7 seconds for Steve. Followed in behind there by Bain, Keski, and then Swain, Girth, and Matthews Nice job to young Noah, dropping 3 seconds off his previous best time, and rounding things out is Tiernan Miller at the bottom of the screen. Great job, all those young men. As we go now to heat number 3. Folks, remember now, it's not about are you winning the heat, although it makes them fuel the competitive juices. It's about are you dropping time, are you improving, are you doing the things you need to do. So it's Adam Kress in 1, Taylor Altroggy in lane 2. It's Tommy Fichter in 3 with Christopher Nelson in 4, Daniel Durnall in lane number 5. He's been fast all weekend long. You see him in that gold cap. He's fast right now, right next to Nelson. Dane Talent in lane 6. Anderson Taki in lane 7, and Michael Purcell in lane number 8. And let's go Ando, that's from Jennifer Swain. Let's go George from Leslie Winder. We've got some folks from the Netherlands, Mimi in Ellisville, and Aunt Charity and Uncle Jamie from Wildwood. And shout out from Maya's Aunt Ans over there in the Netherlands. Go Dane, go Dane, go Dane. A lot of shout outs. Great to see him as we come right down to it now. Lane number 4, middle of the pool. You see this one, it's Christopher Nelson. He was 109.40. He'd love to go under that. See if he can't get to that double B time, and he will get right around that double B time. Did he get under 105? 106.09, just off of it by 0.20, but a nice job by Nelson as he'll drop 3 seconds in that one. Solid B time across the board for him. Second place in the heat right next to him at 108.71. Also getting his first B time is Durnall. Good job for Samuel, Followed by Altroggy and then Fichter, Purcell, Talent, Taki, and Kress. Nice job to those young men. Talent also getting the B time. Last heat now, this one will go fast. Max McMillan is in lane 1, Charlie Schaefer's in lane 2, Gio Bucci's in lane 3. Alex Adkins, he came in with a 59.89, the fastest prelim time. He's in lane 4. Connor Dunker in lane 5. He went fast earlier. He's looking fast right now. Clark Montgomery in lane 6. Lane 7 is Riley Lewis, and then Casey Chapman in lane number 8. All these swimmers right now blazing away. All of them were under the B cut line in the previous best. A couple of them have some double B times. They'd love to get up to that A time. And right now under that double A time for Adkins, who came in with that 59.89. If they can stick with him, it might just be it. It's Adkins and Bucci, middle of the pool right now. They're doing battle. This one's going to come right down to it. They're going to be inside the flags right now, and it's Dunker and Adkins. Adkins and Dunker. It's Dunker, and Dunker will just out-touch Adkins at the end. Third place in the heat will go to Lewis, followed by Montgomery, and then Bucci. And rounding things out will be Schaefer, McMillan, and then Chapman. And let's see what that best time is of 57.63. 57.63 will get that double A time. Second best time of 58.01 is good enough. Also, if my looks are correctly, for a double A time. So nice job by those young men. Drops all across the board. Every single one of the swimmers, if I'm looking at this correctly, took some time off of their previous best. So way to go to those young men. Also a number of A times achieved in that event. Now, we're going to be right back to the speed strokes. And I say that because these are 50s. These will go very fast. Let's go, Casey. Let's bring it home. That's from Roderick. Go. EO from Grandparents from the Grand Caymans. That was Carlo Bucci. He chimed in yesterday. Thanks, bud. Go, Connor. Bring it, Dunker. He just did it. Go, Clark from Cole S. Let's get it, Gigi. We've got 3 swimmers in the pool right now. It's lane number 3. It's Gigi Benedettini. She just got the shout out a moment ago. Sarah Hahn is in lane number 4, and Natalie Bola in lane number 5. Again, this is just one full lap, 2 lengths of the pool in this 50 breaststroke. These 3 swimmers without an established time, 45.97. That's just off of the B time for Gigi Benedettini. You can bet she'll be working towards that as she goes. That B time, 42.99. All right, heat number 2 of 5. Shannon Higgins, lane number 1. It's Maya Vanderberg in lane number 2. It's Eilina Calix in lane 3. Gladra Span in lane number 4. City Tobin in lane 5. Lily Helwig in 6. And Noah Brooks in lane number 7. I think we've gotten shout-outs for all 7 of these competitors. so far here that are in this particular event. Go Casey, mom is proud. Go Emma. Debbie O'Laughlin. Great job for Connor D. We're proud of you. Parents, grandparents, all proud of their young swimmers. Way to go, Riley. You've worked so hard. Agreed. So proud. That's from the Lewis crew. First one to the wall, lane number 3 here in this heat, Eilina Calix. Aliana now about, not quite a full body length ahead. Next two competitors to her are Spann and Tobin in lanes 4 and 5. Best time was Spann at 53:19. These three swimmers are going to go well under that. First one in is Calix. She comes in at 49:45. She shaves 6 seconds off her previous best. 50:82 by Tubin. She shaves 4 seconds, 53:71. That's right on her time for Spann. Nice job. 54 flat at the top of your screen for Higgins. She drops 13 seconds. Rounding things out will be Brooks, Helwig, and Vanderberg, all with great times. Brooks and Helwig, Brooks dropping time. Helwig right on her time, as is Vanderberg. Madeline Massaro will jump in lane number 1. Natalie Grither in lane number 2. Quinn Porter in lane number 3. Ellie Mohan in lane number 4. Sophia Bain in 5. Vivi Wolf in 6. And Elise Bruges in lane number 7. Abby Mangan is in lane number 8. Go Shay from Grandpa in Paris. He says Allez. Well, Allez means go in French. I know that one, Mo, because I took several years of French, but nice shout out to Mo Sek. Good to hear from you, Mo. Might be at home watching Chelsea this morning. Hopefully they're coming home with a victory. Go, Quinn, go. That's from Andrew Porter. First one into the wall now here, 43:27, just off of that B time. In lane number 2 was Grither. Followed in behind, lane number 5 by Bain. Then in lane number 8 by Mangan. Lane number 6, Wolf. Lane number 4 was Mohan. Then Massaro. Rounding things out, Bruges and Porter. Nice job to all those young ladies. Some good drops in there. In fact, I think drops across the board. Heat number 4 of 5. It'll be Phoebe Alcott in lane number 1. Sydney Schott in lane number 2. Vika Anderson in lane number 6. Gracie McLeod in 4. Isla Sattler in lane number 5. Ellie Bernert in lane number 6. Reagan Poggio in 7. And Morgan Parkerson in lane number 8. This stroke, again, parents, for those of you not as familiar with swimming, this is a highly technical stroke. And then once you get the technique down, then you got to figure out how to go fast. Come on, Sid Schott. Swim fast. Go Parkway and go Morgan. We're going to come right down to it. We've got 3 swimmers in here, lanes 3, 4, and 5. It'll be Anderson, McLeod, and Sattler. First one to the wall will be Anderson, followed by McLeod, then Sattler, then Bernert, followed in behind by Schott, then Poggio, and rounding things out are Alcott and Parkerson. Fastest one in that heat, a 39:70, and that 39:70 is, in fact, a double B time for Vika Anderson. So nice job to her getting the first double B time. A lot of single Bs in there as well in lanes 2, 3, and 4 with McLeod, Sattler, and Bernert. Last heat of this one. No one in lane number 1. Lane number 2 is Peyton Robick. She can go low in this event. We've seen her do it before. Sierra Graham can as well. She's in lane number 2. Olivia Johnson, also a speedster from Hannibal, in lane number 4. Georgia Samet in lane number 5, and Amelia Martin in lane number 6. It's Cecilia Hoganson in 7, and Layla Hertzler in lane number 8. We got a lot of Blazers out there right now, but there's 3 right now that are heading the pack in the middle of the pool. It's lane number 4, it's Johnson, followed by Graham, and then Samet right in there. 33:19 is the time to beat. Into the wire. Is she going to get it? 34:45 in the middle of the pool for Johnson, followed closely in behind in second place by 34:97, both of them just off their best time. 35:15, a personal best for Sierra Graham. And in behind her in fourth place, 36:91, right on her time was Peyton Robick. Rounding things out, 37:89, and 37.07, 37.93, and 40.78 across the board. So some great times there in that one. Several double A times. In fact, we had 3 double A times from Graham, Johnson, and Samet, and then Robick getting just off of 0.02 off of the 8 time. You know, she'll be frustrated with that. I know Peyton will come back ready to compete and get that time next time around. She was gunning. Well, she actually already has that 8 time. She wanted to move up the ranks just a little bit. So she came back in, but way to go to all those swimmers in that one. Now, 4 swimmers here as we go to the boys' 50-yard breaststroke. It's Kyle Steffen in lane 3, Anderson Taki in lane 4, Neil Saraconda in lane 5, and Ryan Pinkerton in lane number 6. Way to go, Riley Lewis on the text line. We'll try and get all these in real quick. Grandparents in Jeff City are cheering on Sydney Tobin. We want to thank them. Shout out to Peyton from Grandma and Grandpa. And go Cecilia, swim fast. Way to go. First one into the wall here, 45.73. Ryan Pinkerton, he previously had no established time. Not quite on that B time yet, but he'll get there at some point. Lane 3 also with a nice established time of 53.30 for Steffen. Then followed in behind by Taki at 51.70. So we got to flip them in order, but he drops 18 seconds off his previous time, and then a 105, a drop of 7 seconds for Saraconda. 2 more heats left of this 50-yard breaststroke. No one in lane 4 here in this heat. Nick Gallows in lane 1, Meehan Marshall in lane 2, George Keski in 3, Charles Steeb in lane 5, Noah Girth in lane number 6, Matthew Pinnell in lane number 7, and Howard Kinn in lane number 6. Again, technical stroke here. Fastest preliminary time coming into this one was a 52.13 by Steve in lane number 5. 42.99, that is the B time in this one. Stay strong, CJ. Go, CJ. Congratulations from Deanne Brandhorst. Great job, Sierra Graham from Melissa. Great job, Morgan. Go, Peyton, go. So a lot of shout-outs. Go, Sierra. Got 3 coming into the wall right now in lanes 2, 3, and 5. That's Marshall, Keski, and Steve. First one to the wall will be Steve, 48.19. So he's going to drop 3.5 seconds off his previous best. Second place in the heat in lane number 2. 48.81 and 49.31. Nice drops there by Marshall and Keski, followed in behind by Girth. He drops over a second off his best time. Matthew Pinnell dropping as well in lane number 7, rounding things out by Kinn and Gallo also dropping time. So drops across the board for all those young men. Final heat now, full slate, 8 swimmers in this one. Connor Dunker in lane number 1. He's been fast all morning. Nick Lang, lane number 2, with Colby Robeck in lane number 3. You see Riley Lewis speeding things up in lane 4, and then Silas Bextermuller a little bit ahead of everyone else in lane number 5. Elliot Sapp is in 6, Andrew Bain is in 7, and Andy Swain in lane number 8. Right now it's lane number 6 after a great turn. It's lane number 5 after a great turn. It's Bextermuller, followed by Lewis, then Robick. Those are your top 3 coming in. Also up in lane number 1 is Dunker coming on strong. First one to the wall in 36.48, lane number 5. A little bit of time off. Great job by him. And he is going to be just short of that 8 time, but he does drop 22 hundredths of a second for Bextermuller. Riley Lewis coming in 2nd. 3rd place in the heat goes to Robick. All 3 of those young men doing quite well. Robick dropping a second off of his time. Lane number 6, Elliot Sapp with a nice drop in his, and then rounding things out will be Lang with a nice drop, Bain and Swain. All of those youngsters dropping, but nice job for Silas Bextermuller, who gets the win in the event, 36.48, and just off of that 8 time. All right, here we go now. Girls 100-yard backstroke. 7 competitors in this one, starting at the top of your screen with Aditi Deo in lane 1, Madeline Tucker in 2, Bryn Weineke in lane number 3. It's Maya Vanderberg in lane number 4, Emma McCourt in 6, Paige Blom in 7, and Nyla Swaminathan in lane number 8. Vandenberg, just the only one with a time of 1:46.88. She is in lane number 4 currently right now. All the other swimmers swimming this for the first time, recorded time. A couple more. Zabby and Squeaker say, go, Riley, go. And Grandma also said, Colby, you got this, getting the shout-outs there. Let's go, McCourt. Let's go, Emma. Go, Connor and Andy. So a lot of shout-outs there. We hope we get in. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to do that, folks. Subscribe to that YouTube page for Parkway. We want to get over 750 today. That would be tremendous to get there. We are sending this out all throughout the globe. We've had Northern Ireland chime in so far this morning. We've had England chime in so far this morning. We want to hear from everybody. We've seen the Grand Caymans. Let's see if we can get another South American. We haven't had an African yet chime in over the weekend, but maybe there's somebody out there that's watching from the continent of Africa, or maybe somebody from Japan or China or Taiwan, maybe India. First two into the wall here in lanes number 7 and 6 are Blom and McCourt. Great times for them of 1:17.85 and 1:19.14 for those two young ladies. Third place in the heat in lane number 2 goes to Tucker, followed in behind her by Deo, then Weinke, Swaminathan, and then rounding things out will be Vanderberg, and she is right on her previous best time. That 17:85 time is a double B time for Blom and a B time for McCourt, as they came in 1 and 2 in that event. All right, here we go. Heat number 2, it's Natalie Bola in lane 1, Gigi Benedettini in lane number 2, it's Mia Moore in 3, Victoria Nolhoff in lane number 4, Willa Shank in lane number 5, Madeline Massaro in lane number 6, Avery Anthony in lane 7, and Sally Nolan in lane 8. Go get it, Gigi. Crush this cookie, Mia Moore. Go, Emma, you got this. So we get all these shout-outs. Let's go, Sally. It's from your sister, Nora. Way to go, Willa. That's Grandma again, and Papa Doe. Go, Sydney Tobin. Uncle Brad and Misty. Mia Moore right now front running from heat. She is in lane number 3. She is about a third of the pool ahead of everyone else. She'll touch the wall and go back the other way. Her previous best time of 1:36.61. She wants to get to that 1:24.79. That is the cut line in this 100-yard backstroke. 1:18.09 is the double B. We saw a couple of double Bs in that previous, or a double B and a B time in that previous heat. Mia coming in. She's going to have a good time in this one, folks. 1:16.82, so she'll get the double B time. She drops 20 seconds off her previous best. Second place in the heat in lane number 5 will be Shank, followed by Nolhoff right in behind her, 1:28 and 1:31. Not quite to that B time yet. 1:32 by Benedettini in lane number 2. Following out, it's Nolan, Anthony, and Bola. Massaro as well in there. But a double B time by Mia Moore. Eight full lanes here in this one. It's Kate Morgan in lane number 1, Addie Fisher in lane 2, Gabby Gastrich in 3, Aditi Roy in lane number 4, Claire Luna in 5, Campbell McCool in 6, Lucy LaFiore in lane number 7, and Ella Markham in lane number 8. Great swim from Dara Shank. That's for Willa. Go Sparkles, go LaFiore. Nice job, Mia, as well.
Event 66.
Go Claire. Penella Luna. Good job, Maddie. Love Grandma and Grandpa. A lot of shout-outs to Mia as well on that previous one. Nice note from Mama, Mima, and Papa for Lexi, and they say you always make us proud. Well, you know, that's one of the great joys of watching your kids compete, no matter if it's swimming, tennis, soccer, full contact, kickboxing, whatever it is. You like to watch these youngsters go out and compete. teaches them great lessons for life. And right now in this pool, that's exactly what they're doing. They're bettering themselves each and every time. They get the extra added plus of being in good shape because they swim. First one off the wall as we enter this last 25 here. Down at the bottom of the screen is La Fiore, and she's blazing away. The 12-year-old from Heat. She's about a half a body length ahead of Claire Luna, who's also going fast, as is Kate Morgan up in lane number 1. It's going to come right down to it. It'll be La Fiore, first one to touch. Second one to touch will be Morgan, and then it's Luna. Good times for them across the board, 41.69 on the split. And let's see what the total time is, 1:20.19. So that's a B time for La Fiore as she drops 5 seconds at 1:20.19. That cut is 1:24.79. So also coming in with some cuts, a number of these youngsters here in this one. Top of your screen again, it was Morgan, followed in behind in lane number 5 by Luna. Then it was lane number 2, Fisher. Roy McCool in there as well, and then rounding things out, Gastrich also with a B time, and Markham at the bottom of your screen. So great job for the B times for those young ladies. Great achievement there, all dropping good seconds off of their previous best. Margaret Mendoza's in lane number 1. Allison Moffitt is in 2. Leila Herzl is in lane number 3. Anna Locke is in 4. Kennedy Johnson's in 5. Lindsey Wong is in lane 6. Sethi is in lane 7, and it's Alexi Stone in lane 8. Let's go, Lexi. Go, Kennedy, go. That's from Elaine. Of course, her husband Mike down there timing right now. We say hi to Elaine. She gives us a lot of shout-outs throughout the week, longtime swim parent. Of course, their daughter Kennedy, she's in lane number 5, multi-sport athlete. Parlays her swimming prowess right onto the basketball court. She can shoot the 3. She can drive to the bucket. She's got all the skills when it comes to that. She's also got all 4 strokes down pretty pat when it comes to swimming. Right now, the young 11-year-old swims in lane number 5. She's in 3rd place in the heat, right in behind Herzl and Locke. Leila Herzl right now came in with a 1:20.58. She wants to go lower than that. She'd like to get under that 1:18 to get that double B cut. Right now, she's got an opportunity to do it. Does is Locke. Locke right with her. It'll be Herzl touching first. Right behind her is Locke. Then it is Johnson. Those will go 1, 2, and 3. 1:70.52, 1:17.72, and 1:19.14. So a lot of achievement there. The first two getting that double B time in Locke and Herzl as they went under that 1:18, 1:17.52. Johnson drops it over a second off of her previous time, stays in that B range. Good job for her. Then it was Sethi, followed by Mendoza, Stone, Moffitt, and Wong. 2 heats of this one left. Jessa Lee, top of your screen. She's in lane number 1. Reagan Winkler in lane number 2. Sophia Schmidt in lane number 3. Leah DeBosch is in 4. Elise Hamlink is in 5. Arana Hewitt is in lane 6. Danny Humes in 7th. And Elam Fu is in lane number 8. All these swimmers have gone fast in their different events throughout the course of the weekend. So this is a mix of 11 and 12-year-olds here in this particular heat. First one to the wall with a 33.68. In lane number 3 was Sophia Schmidt. Sophia's been fast throughout the weekend, as has Hamlink in the middle of the pool. DeBosch as well. Looking down at lane number 7 right now, it is Hume. Hume blazed away in the previous event, and we've seen her go very fast. So go, Sophia. We got a line on the text message from Mom and Dad. So proud of you. Let's go, Leah. Great job, Phoebe. Lots of more shout-outs. Go, Kennedy, go. First one to the wall now in this one, lane number 3. This is going to be Schmidt. 1:12.92, her previous best. She'll shatter that. She comes in at 1:09.22, and that is good enough for an A time. Our first A time here in this event. Right in behind her in lane number 7 was Hugh, 1:10.50. That also is an A time. 3rd place and 4th place in the event at 1:11.34 and 1:11.55 go to Hewitt and Hamlink. The 34 gets that A time as well. Double B time for Hamlink. Rounding things out in the event, lane number 1 was Jessa Lee with a solid double B time for her. Then it was DeBosch, followed by Winkler and Fu, all of them with the double Bs. All right, here we go now. Fastest swimmer in this one is Sheck, and she has been a blazer all weekend long. Young Sydney comes in at 58.16. There's 3 Sydneys in a row. We'll give you those in a minute, but first we're going to tell you it's Jenna Ridings in number 1. It's Sydney Matheny in lane 2, Sydney Schultz in lane 3, Sydney Sheck in lane 4. Ella Wolf is in lane 5. Any of those 5 swimmers could win this. Riley Parisi's in lane 6, Lana Bingham is in 7, and Sierra Graham in lane 8. We saw her with a very strong breaststroke earlier. Middle of the pool, lane number 4, it's Sheck, followed in behind by Wolf. These two went head-to-head yesterday and battled all the way down to it. They got the 2 fastest times coming into this one. Quad A in this one already being achieved by both of these youngsters. Of course, Ella's older sister, Ava, very good at this stroke as well. Elite swimmer, and right now, both of these two are going to come into the wall. They're going to be right around their previous best, if not well under their previous best. Sheck coming in at 58.65. Just off of her previous best, still a quadruple A time. 101.20, also a quadruple A time for Ella Wolf. Those two blazing away down the pool. Third place in the heat was Sydney Schultz, with a 106.58, followed in behind by Sydney Matheny with a 106.64. Those two good enough for double A times. Matheny, a nice drop for her and right on her time previously for Schultz, rounding things out here in this one at 109.24. That is an A time as well for Parisi, followed in behind by Graham, then Bingaman and Ridings. Nice job to all those young ladies, all getting at least an A time. All right, here we go the other way now. This is the boys. We'll go back to just 3 swimmers. 2 of these swimmers with no previous recorded time. It's Adam Kress in lane number 3. Matthew Pinnell, he's got a 150.55 previously recorded time. Then Wayne DeKinder in this 100-yard backstroke. He's got no previously recorded time either. All 3 of these young men, 11 years old. A little behind on our shout-outs, but go Sydney, Jenna, and Sierra. Parkway Sydney, that is. That would be Sydney Matheny. Go Sierra, go Leah, go Phoebe, all the way across the board. Lots of shout-outs to all those youngsters. Sierra, you'll do great, Matthew. That's to Megan, his sister, and then that's Matthew Pinnell right now in this current heat. A lot of shout-outs from the Pinnells throughout the weekend. Proud of Sydney Tobin as well, Grandma and Grandpa. Crescent lane number 3 right now. Looking to get that best time. He doesn't have one yet. 1:22.19. That is the B time in this one. Pinnell looking to go under his previous best of 150.55, and DeKinder will establish his first time as well. So you got 2 Parkway swimmers in lanes 3 and 5. Pinnell is from Rockwood in lane number 4. Looks like she should go well under his previous best. Nice job by these young men. 125.92 by Adam Kress. So a nice established first time for him. He'll be searching for that B on his next time out. 139.84 for DeKinder, and then a 142.32. 8-second drop for Matthew Pinnell. Seven swimmers here in this one with Charles Steve in lane number 1. It's Ryan Pinkerton in lane number 2 with Tiernan Miller in lane number 3. Noah Girth in lane number 4. Michael Purcell in 5. Dryden Finley in 6. And Jackson Matthews is in lane number 7. Fastest preliminary time in this one is Noah Girth with 131.22, 134.98 from Purcell in lane number 5. Those are the fastest 2. Right now it's those 2 and Dryden Finley, who was very fast earlier in lane number 6. Those 3 have separated themselves from the pack just slightly. They'll touch the wall and they'll go back for one final lap. You'll see a number of different types of turns from these youngsters. Some of them will go and touch the wall and then bounce off the wall. Others will do a flip turn. They'll flip over. You can do a flip. You cannot do a full flip. There's very special technique that you've got to get. I don't want to claim to know what it is. I know when it doesn't work. I can't tell you if they're doing it 100% correctly either, but sometimes I've seen some youngsters crash into the wall, including my own son trying some turns that he may not want to. But nonetheless, right now, here we are in this one. It's Purcell and Girth, again, trying to go under 130 if they can. They've got a golden opportunity to do that. They're right on pace. Way to go, Casey. Grandma and Grandpa saying great job. First one into the wall here. He will beat his previous best time. That is Purcell. He came in at 134. His time right now, 124.08. Nice job for young Michael. And he'll be just off of that B time. Also dropping time in there was Noah Girth, minus 3 seconds. You drop a couple 3 seconds off every time you're in the pool and go out and compete. Folks, you're going to have an elite swimmer on your hands. 131.74 for Dryden. He came in third place. He also dropped significant time. Steve Miller and Pinkerton followed in behind there by Matthews. And all of those youngsters, congratulations to them, because each and every one of them dropped time here in this event. Full drop. We'll call that the full drop, all 7 of them. Patrick Becker's in lane number 1. He's right next to his teammate Samuel Durnall in lane number 2. Christopher Nelson's in lane 3. Max McMillian in lane 4. Elliott Sapp is in lane 5. Casey Chapman is in lane 6. Dane Talon is in lane 7. And Taylor Altrogi is in lane 8. Middle of the pool right now, and it's lane number 4, Max McMillan, the 11-year-old from Rockwood. He's got about a shoulder-length lead over Nelson in lane number 3. They are swimming fast, and they are swimming confidently. You see them right now kind of in sync in their stroke. But it's McMillan who's separating himself maybe even a little bit more. Let's go, Dane. Bring it home. A lot of shout-outs here. Let us know. Just make sure you're subscribing and liking and sharing. We want more people to tune into this great action. In lane number 4, it's Max McMillian, and it's Christopher Nelson right next to him in lane number 3. Previous best time, and this was 1:15.54, 94, excuse me, that was by McMillan. That is just off of the double B time. He'd love to get it. I think he did. He will go under 1:14 definitely. It's 1:12.27 and a 1:12.77. Right in there for 1 and 2 and a 1:15.93. So we've got 2 double B times in the middle of the pool by McMillan and Nelson.
Swimmers exit the pool.
Lots of B times in there as well. In fact, almost all the youngsters getting that B time, with the exception of just a couple of them, Altrogi, Durnall, and Talon, and they are just off it by just about a second. So way to go to all those young men also getting that B time are Chapman and Talent. Great job to those young men. Last heat in this one, it'll be a fast one. Riley Lewis will be in lane number 1. Next to him is Charlie Schaefer with Gio Bucci in lane number 3. Connor Dunker, lane number 4, and then Alex Adkins, who's stretching things out a little bit now. Great turn by him and a nice underwater. Look at him. Really showing his quality. That's the speed into the wall and a great turn. Nice underwater, and then as he emerged, he continues to stretch it out. Also, Clark Montgomery right next to him in lane number 6. Silas Beckstermuller in lane number 7, and Colby Robick in lane number 8. Go, Gio, go. That's from George Seeger. Go, Connor. Finish strong from Bridget Dunker. Last chance of the weekend. Go, Colby. Go, Max. Way to go, Casey. We got a lot of shout-outs, folks. It's coming right down to it, stretching this one out just a little bit. Lane number 5. This, folks, is a very strong swim for Alex Adkins. He came in at 109.94. That was an A time. He wants to go all the way down to the triple at 102. He's going to be just off of that. Can he get to the A time, though? First one into the wall. Nice job for him as he dives in. He wants to go under 105.99, and he hits it at 104.86. Double A time for him. Nice job by Alex Adkins as he drops almost 5 seconds off of his previous best. Second place in the heat at 108.57. That is a double A time as well for Clark Montgomery as he drops 3 seconds off of his previous best. Let's round things out at 109.52. Just off that double A time in lane number 4 was Dunker. Not his fastest swim. And let's round it out with Bucci, Schaefer, and Lewis. And then Beckstermuller and Robick. Great times across the board. Everybody with at least a B, many double Bs and As in there as well. All right, final event here for the girls. 4 swimmers, 50-yard butterfly. Emma McCourt in lane 3. Phoebe Alcott in lane 4. Noah Brooks in 5. And Sarah Hahn in lane number 6. Alcott and Brooks, 52:35 and 56:67. That's their previously recorded best times. The other two with no times. And it's Emma McCourt. We've seen her being strong. This is her first year getting recorded times. And right now she is 5 lengths ahead of everyone else. She's going to touch the wall in a blazing time of 35:31. That'll, again, bring her into the solid B time. She's recorded B and double B times right out of the chute in all of her events so far here today. Dropping time in lane number 4. 44:58, a drop of 8 seconds for Alcott. Also a nice 46:55 and a 54:16 respectively for Hahn and Brooks. And Brooks also dropped. So that's a full event right there for those young ladies. Let's go Phoebe. Let's go Fly, Emma Fly. They did just that, folks, in that event. Emma McCourt, she's going to be one to watch. Her first, I think this is her first swim meet, is all of her events. She had no previously recorded times, and she's gotten B and double Bs right out of the chute. 8 swimmers, top of the screen to the bottom of your screen. It's Claire Petrie in lane number 1, Campbell McCool in lane number 2, Shay Seck is in 3, Ellie Mohan is in lane 4, Sophie Bain is in 5, Avery Anthony is in lane 6, Rianne Winke is in lane 7, and Natalie Grither is in lane number 8. Top of your screen, lane number 1, it's Claire Petrie. She's strong so far, followed right in behind her in lanes number 2 and 4 by McCool and Mohan. Shay Seck right in there as well. Down at the bottom of your screen, you got Weinke and Grither. Top of your screen, though, she'll be the first one to touch in a time of 41:68. So nice job for Claire Petrie. She'll drop almost 7 seconds off of her previous best. 42:31 is a drop of 4 seconds for McCool in second place in the heat. Middle of the pool in lane number 4 was Mohan, as she gets a 43:29. She drops time as well. 4th place goes to Anthony, followed by Grither, and then Weinke. All drops for those young ladies. And we got drops across the board as Seck and Bain round things out. Congratulations to those young ladies. 8 swimmers here. Full circuit. Top to bottom, it's Sydney Tobin in lane number 1, Abby Mangan in lane number 2, Natalie Gronberg in lane number 3, Ellie Bernert in lane 4, Aditi Deo in 5, Brenna Vogler in lane number 6, Elise Bruges in lane 7, and Sally Nolan in lane number 8. Right now, the speedster in lane number 6 is Vogler. Looks to be the first one to the wall, along with Gronberg in lane number 3. First one to the wall. Looks like it will be Vogler. She'll touch in 36:43, and that is just under the wire for the B time. Nice job for Brenna Vogler. 36:43 beats that 36:49 time for the B, and just off of it was Gronberg with a 36:54, so she'll be right in there the next time around. Rounding things out in the heat in lane 4 was Bernert. She drops time, as does Mangan. All these young ladies dropping time across the board. Next one up was Tobin. She drops 4 seconds, and then rounding things out, Burgess, Nolan, and Deo. Again, these are going to go fast, folks, and they'll get faster as we go. We've got 7 heats. We're in number 4 right now. It's Willishank, top of your screen. It's Allison Moffitt in lane 2. It's Gabby Gastrich in lane 3. Riley Parisi in 4. Gracie McLeod in 5. Reagan Poggio in 6. Paige Blom in 7. And Morgan Parkerson in lane 8. 38:03 is your fastest time coming in. And that was Riley Parisi in lane 4. Right now she's well out ahead of everybody else, followed closely in behind by Blom in lane number 7. It will be Parisi. She's going to come in well under her previous time. Nice job by her. 32:95 for her, and that is going to be good enough to get her that double B time. So she just skips the B time, goes right to the double B time. Second place at a 33:37 also gets that double B time, does Blom. A lot of good times there in that one. Number of swimmers coming in strong. Third place in the heat in lane number 6 was Poggio, followed in lane number 4 by Gastrich, so nice job there. We've got Margaret Mendoza in lane 1, Arana Hewitt in lane number 2, Alexi Stone in 3, Mia Moore is in 4, Lucy LaFiore is in 5, Lindsay Wong is in 7, Addie Fisher is in lane number 7, and Elam Fu is in lane number 8. Couple of B times already recorded for these young ladies. Middle of the pool, though, your 2 fastest swimmers coming in were Moore and LaFiore, and they're right there with it right now. It's going to come down to it, folks. I don't know there's a more exciting event than watching 2 young ladies go at it in the fly. Coast to coast right now. First one in, and it's going to be Mia Moore. She'll be the first one to touch the wall. Just out touches LaFiore.
Swimmers exit the pool.
32.92 and 33.07. Great job for those 2 young ladies. That's the fastest time at the 32.92 for Moore, and that 33.07 is also a very fast time. Both of those coming in as double Bs in this one. Great job for those young ladies. We'll try and get you the rest of them here. Lane number 1 was Mendoza, followed in behind by Fisher, Wong, and Fu, and rounding things out were Hewitt and Stone. Now we got Addison Pfeiffer in 1, Kennedy Johnson in 2, Peyton Robics in 3, Bissell Sattlers in 4, Sydney Schultz is in lane 5, Paige Samuelson is in 6, Sophia Schmidt in 7th, and Danny Hume in 8. All these swimmers are fast. Any one of them could win this heat. So let's go, Casey. Let's go, Paige. We got so much coming on. Middle of the pool, though, right now. That is Sattler. She's got that black and fluorescent green cap. You can see her there in the middle of the screen. She came in at 32.71. She's going to go under that. Here's her time, and it's going to be 32.24. Nice job for Sattler. As again, she goes low. She's got that double V time. She already had it. She gets it again. Let's round this out. 2nd and 3rd place, respectively, were Samuelson and Schultz. Next one in behind them. Lane number 3 was Robick, right on her time. Lane number 2 was Johnson, right on her time as well, followed in behind by Schmidt, Pfeiffer, and Hume. Now, Amelia Martin's in lane 1. Olivia Johnson's in 2. Jenna Ridings is in lane 3. It's Ella Wolf in lane 4. Sydney Scheck in lane 5. Sydney Matheny in lane 6. Lana Bingham in lane 7. And Georgia Samet in lane number 8. All fast swimmers in all the different strokes right now. It's lanes number 5 and 4. It's Scheck and Wolf doing battle. Right in behind them, it is Johnson, Ridings, and Matheny. Let's see who's going to be the first one to the wall. It will be Scheck, followed by Wolf. 27.59, 27.81, 29.59, 29.84, 29.94. That's how close this is, folks. All those swimmers getting under the double A time. The A time was no one with the quadruple A, but 2 with the 28.69, and that is Wolf and Scheck. So all great swims there. Fast heat in that one. Congratulations. All of those achieving those great times, but it's Scheck and Wolf getting the AAA times, with Matheny, Johnson, and Ridings all getting those AA times. And I want to tell you what, they are just a hair whisker off of getting that AAA. So great job for them. All right, here we go. Right back at it now. 50. We got three heats of this bad boy. And we got 4 youngsters in there for the first time, 2 of them for the first time. That's Hunter Meek for the first time in lane 3. You got Matthew Pinnell in lane 4 from Rockwood. 104.42 is his previous best. Neil Saraconda, his previous best at 110.64. And Ryan Pinkerton, no previous time in lane 6. And right now he's established quite a little bit of a lead here in this one. Way to go, Sophia. Great swim. Fly, Lexi. Fly. That's from Mima and Papa. So thanks for those shout-outs. Also, I want to say swim hard, Addison. Way to grow, ladies. That's from Bestone. Let's go, Ken and Peyton. Casey. Get her done, Paige. Lots of good shout-outs. Thank you. Finish strong, Amelia. Great swim, Reagan. Great job, Margaret. Go get it, Max. Max will be in the next one. That's Max McMillan. First one in on this one in lane number 6 was Pinkerton. Time of 46.34. B time in this one is 37.09. Second in the heat was Pinnell. He drops 5 seconds off his previous best. Saraconda came in 4th in the heat, but he dropped almost a half a second. And Meek, 3rd in the heat, 1 minute, .53. Resetting the clock here. Way to go, Ella Wolf from Elizabeth Wolf. I'm so proud of you, Alex. That's from Lisa Adkins. Thanks to all of them for all the shout-outs. Say hi to the Robick family. We're enjoying watching their kids. And Shanna Poggio, thank you to Parkway and for the video feed. And that video feed comes courtesy of Kevin Girth. This is a home setup, folks. This young man puts it all together. 5 different cameras, including one on the pool. Couple of phones hooked up. It's a full control center. NASA has nothing better than this, I'm telling you, folks. A couple more shout-outs as well. Go Mihan and go Dane. Well, here we are in this next heat. It's Kyle Steffen, Patrick Becker, and Taylor Altrogi in lanes 1, 2, and 3. Dane Talon in lane 4. Nick Lang in 5. Max McMillian in 6. George Keski in 7. And Mihan Marshall in 8. A lot of shout-outs for those young men. First one into the wall here was Dane Talon. He came in with a 37.20. He'll go out with a 34.54. And he just misses that double B time, but he does achieve the B time for the first time. So Dane Talon at 34.54. He'll get that time cut. Second place at 36.95. Also getting it in lane number 7 was Kiski. So nice job to young George. Third place in that heat, 39.73. Goes to Altrogi. We'll round things out with Lang, followed by Marshall. I think I said it was Keski. It was actually McMillan who got that B time. Keski round things out, and then Steffen. All right, final heat of the session. Tommy Fichter in lane 1, Christopher Nelson in lane 2, Silas Bextemuller in lane number 3. It's Alex Adkins in lane 4, Charlie Schaefer in 5, Casey Chapman in 6, Gio Bucci in 7th, and Anderson Taki in lane number 8. Any one of these swimmers could win this heat. Right now in the middle of the pool, it's Alex Adkins. He's faster than everybody else by about 2/3 of a body length. Fastly in behind him is Alex Adkins, and then right behind him is Charlie Schaefer. Let's see who's going to be the first one to the wall, and it will be in lane number 4 with a 29.93. He shaves time, does Bextemuller, almost 3 seconds off, and that 29.93, solid A time. He gets the A time just off of the double A time of 29.69. Great swim for him. Second place, 31.61 in that heat, just off of the A time for Charlie Schaefer in lane number 5. That's just off his previous best as well. Adkins also just off his previous best, as he already established the A time. Lane number 7 with a 32.38 and a strong double B time there for Gio Bucci, as he gets that double B time for the first time. And rounding things out also with a double B time in lanes number 2 and 3, Nelson Bextemuller. Double B time in there in lane number 7. That's the first. He had it by .01 to Anderson Taki, and he gets it now. He increases that. And then rounding things out is Tommy Fichter, who already had that double B time. So great job to all these youngsters here. Again, we want to thank all the folks for volunteering. Don't go away, because let me list these folks down. I didn't have a chance to do it during the course of this one, but earlier today our timers were Jennifer Howard, Kristen Clark, Jamie DeBosch, David Green, Stephanie Hadfield, Matthew Mollering, and Katie Pendleton, along with Vicki Robick and Ann Wellick, accompanied by Rebecca Palish. So thanks to all them. And the timers in this one, Kyle McCool, along with Debbie Altrogi and Jamie DeBosch, Jeremy Grither, as well as Elaine Johnson. Actually, it was her husband, Mike. Elaine was chiming in on the message board, but thanks to both of those two. Amber Porter was here, along with Corey Robick, Don Schaefer, and Cindy Schaefer, and then Chris Tobin. Working the computer was Therese Munger over at the scores table, along with Trish Van Valkenburg. And of course, we want to thank Blair Porter, who marshals this whole thing. Make sure these kids stay safe and healthy. He's on top of all that, as well as Ruth Price. She is our meet director. We want to thank all the Parkway coaching staff for making this thing run smoothly, the officials, and of course, none of these sights and sounds come to you without Kevin Girth. We want to thank him. Great job from him. As we want to thank everybody for joining us as well. And thanks to all the kind notes. We appreciate those folks, as we try to bring you a little bit of entertainment and some great pictures here. We know it's tough, especially when you have younger children, not to be here to watch their events in person. So we are happy to bring it to you. Again, we're going to sign off now. We're going to take a break. Around about 45 minutes or so, we're going to bring you the 13 and overs. That should be some very fast swimming here this afternoon. Be sure to join us, even if you want to watch something this afternoon. Not much on. Maybe a little college basketball, maybe some golf. Golf doesn't matter until the end. Come on back and watch this. Watch your kids compete. Watch your teammates compete. One of the things we're hoping through the course of these broadcasts is that you get to know some of the kids from the other teams, some of your kids' friends that they meet at swimming when they say, hey, you know, Jimmy did this, Mom, or Janie did that. Well, now you're getting to see who some of those kids are, which is very, very cool. But anyway, we want to thank everybody and all the folks for chiming in. We want to get those likes, shares, and subscribes up. We need just a few more folks. We want to get over 750 for the day. Share it with your friends. Tell them come on and subscribe to this channel. For my partner, Kevin Girth, I'm Matt Judkins. We're going to sign off. We're going to take a breath, and we'll be back in just a little while. Until then, so long.